It was a quiet day in Bikini Bottom, and Spongebob was in his pineapple, preparing for the big day ahead. What a beautiful day, he said to himself.
I know, buddy. Isn't it a lovely day?
It sure is, Patrick. Isn't it, Squidward?
Huh? Oh yeah, sure. Whatever.
Well, I, for one, think today is a beautiful day. The little sponge felt nothing could go wrong. Then he heard a large rumble and the ground shook.
What was that? Patrick asked.
I don't know, Spongebob replied. It sounded like a rumble.
It's probably just an earthquake. They happen all the time.
You're probably right, Squidward. Then they heard a loud roar.
Guys, do earthquakes roar?
The roar made even Squidward nervous.
Alright, don't panic. It's probably just some barnacle brain trying to play a trick on us.
Then they heard more footsteps, this time louder, followed by another loud roar. Whatever it is, it sounds like it's getting closer. Then a large foot landed in front of them. SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward looked up in amazement. Above them was a creature they had never seen before.
What is that thing?
I'm not sure. It looks like some giant prehistoric dinosaur.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's best that we run for our lives!
And Squidward ran in the opposite direction, with SpongeBob and Patrick not far behind. The creature let out a loud roar, and the monster began to slowly pursue them. SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward ran to the Krusty Bucket. SpongeBob explained the situation to Mr. Krabs. But Mr. Krabs just laughed and said, "Boy, that's nothing but a load of barnacles."
Krabs is right, SpongeBob. There's no such thing as a giant 400-foot-tall radioactive dinosaur.
Though that's not a bad idea for a movie.
He's far from barnacles, boys.
Godzilla, or Gajira as he's sometimes called, is real. I encountered him once. Really? What was it like, Sandy? But before she could reply, the ground shook again. It's him! Mr. Krabs looked up and screamed in fear. Somebody call the Navy! On it, Mr. K! Soon the word spread, and everyone in Bikini Bottom panicked. It wasn't long before the Bikini Bottom military arrived, and they tried their hardest to stop the monster. They tried guns, rocket launchers, even army tanks with missiles. But none of their methods prevailed. "Nothing's working!" cried the sergeant. "Nothing's gonna kill this thing!" "Godzilla is an indestructible force of nature," Sandy replied. "Maybe we could try nuking him?" "No way! Godzilla was created by nuclear warfare. A nuclear bomb would only make him stronger." A 400-foot radioactive dinosaur that is pretty much indestructible, thought SpongeBob. We might not be able to kill him, but maybe we can capture him. Good thinking, SpongeBob. It's gonna be very difficult, though. We'll have to lure him into a trap. What about Mount Bikini Bottom? That's perfect, SpongeBob. Now all we need is some bait. Alright, I have a plan, so here's what we're gonna do. Sandy, you're coming with me to Mount Bikini Bottom. Squidward and Patrick, you will be live bait for Godzilla and lure him to Mount Bikini Bottom.
Yay, we get to be live bait!
No way, SpongeBob. I am not serving myself as calamari to a 400-foot lizard. Why do I even bother arguing? I am gonna end up doing it anyway.
Mr. Krabs and Squidward, you're in charge of evacuating the citizens. You heard the lad. Let's go, Plankton. Right behind you, Krabs. Alright, let's do this! As Godzilla terrorized Bikini Bottom, Mr. Krabs and Plankton were escorting the residents of Bikini Bottom out of the town, and SpongeBob and Sandy were waiting at Mount Bikini Bottom for Patrick and Squidward to lure Godzilla.
Alright, Squidward, you know what to do.
Why do I always set myself up for this? Hey, Mr. Godzilla, look here. Some nice fresh calamari for ya.
But the monster was too busy attacking Bikini Bottom to notice.
Maybe a little clarinet music will get his attention.
And he started playing his sour notes. That got the monster's attention.
Squidward, I think you just made him angry.
Godzilla then let out a loud roar.
Shall we run for our lives, Squidward?
Oh yes, let's.
And they ran towards the volcano.
Hurry, Patrick, he's gaining on us.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Godzilla was in hot pursuit of them. Eventually, Mount Bikini Bottom was within sight. Alright, here he comes. Ready, SpongeBob? Ready as I'll ever be. I hope this works.
I want my mommy.
Squidward and Patrick got to safety as Godzilla fell into the volcano. Now! SpongeBob called out. And the military shot down the top of the volcano. And it collapsed with Godzilla in it. Hooray, we did it! Called an excited SpongeBob.
A little help here?
Oh, right. Sorry, Squidward. But Bikini Bottom was destroyed after that. It would take a very long time to rebuild everything. With most of Bikini Bottom destroyed, SpongeBob and his friends had to find a temporary place to stay. But Rock Bottom was the only place available.
SpongeBob, how long do we have to stay in Rock Bottom for?
Well, Patrick, until they manage to rebuild Bikini Bottom, we're stuck in Rock Bottom. It would take a few months before Bikini Bottom was rebuilt. But in the meantime, they had to deal with a much greater threat.
My latest creation is almost completed. Soon, SpongeBob, you will be mine. I couldn't agree more, my child.